guys, it's Kendra. Today I'm here to do a Q&A for you, twin edition. So the girls are, those are crayons. They think crayons are markers, but they're pretty much the same thing. You want to come say hi?
Hi?
Yeah, come say hi. Come here, look. Come say hi. Say hi. Your hair looks crazy, like always. What are you doing? Okay, bye. You can't touch it though. No, you can't touch it. No, you can't touch it. You can't draw on it either. Okay, you can stay over here. I'm gonna draw on June. Say hi, June. Right here. Wave right here. Can you wave right there? Look right here. Yeah, say hi. Yeah, it's a circle. Okay, don't touch. Okay, so today I wanted to film a Q&A because I feel like I haven't done a video with them in a really long time, or just about them in general. It was basically a 1.5 year update video, but they were almost a 1.5 years. So now they're almost 19 months. So instead of doing like monthly, seriously? No, you can't touch it. Girls, this is why we never film videos anymore. Because you destroy everything. No. Yeah, it's your bear. Aww. Triangle? Okay, here's a triangle. Triangle. Heart? Okay. Heart. Hi. You waving? Okay. We can't touch it though, girls. Okay. Oh my god, they're both trying to kiss the camera. Good kiss. So I asked you guys on Instagram. Circle. You did this last time. Oval. Diamond. Oh. Okay, so I asked you guys on Instagram for your questions, so I have a ton of questions here. A lot of them are kind of similar, so I'll kind of just talk about what I think you guys want to hear about. It looks like June's like my camera girl. She's behind the camera going like this, like, you got this. Also, I'm doing a juice cleanse today. I'm on my second juice, so I figured I had to film this video soon, or in case I was like losing a lot of energy later on. Okay, first question is, do you try to incorporate new foods with them, or do you kind of stick with what you know that they like? When we go out to eat, we usually stick with what we know they like to eat, which is pasta. They love, you want to sit here? They love pasta, they love cheese. I have to limit their dairy because they love it so much. So we do a lot of prune juice to kind of get their digestion flowing. But at home, I do try to give them new things every now and then. I try. You have the cutest wave. I'm trying to feed them their dinner earlier because now we're kind of switching their bottle situation. So I'm trying to feed them dinner around the same time that we eat. For their bottles now, they're like sippy cup bottles by Nubby. I will link them on they're on my blog linked. There's a link down below for that. If you guys ever want to find links to anything I talk about on Instagram or whatever, those are all on my blog under shop. I link everything there. We were doing bottles when they woke up from their nap, and then before bed. But now I'm trying to give them their milk when they eat. So I'm trying to get them away from waking up and knowing that they're getting their bottle. So now when they wake up, I try to like distract them, and I give them breakfast earlier. I will still give them a little bit of milk if they're like really, really wanting it. But I'm trying to just put their little sippy cup of milk on their high chair when they're eating their breakfast and their lunch and dinner. But at night, sometimes I still am giving them a little bit of milk just to kind of get them ready for bed. But I am just giving it to them cold. I was warming it up until like a month ago. I know, that's probably just so crazy, but I feel like this is what I'm learning with the twins is when something works, you don't want to change it because it's like not worth the energy. So it's like, you know what? I'll spend a little extra time warming up their milk, whatever. I'm also realizing that kids adjust to things so fast. So I feel like once you change something, like say you change a bottle, say you change from warm to cold milk, the first day they're gonna be like, what the heck is this? And not like it. But then a day later, they're gonna be fine. So I think you just have to be consistent. When you decide to change something, just don't turn back or else it's gonna confuse them. What are you doing? Do you wanna take your shoes off? You like your shoes? Okay. Okay, next question. Apart from being tired compared to pre-pregnancy, how do you manage to get on with your day, life, now that your kids are your life? Or do you see it in a much positive way that you enjoy being around them 24/7, if that makes sense? Honestly, it changes every single day. Some days I'm so grateful that I'm with them every day, all day long, and I get to see all their little things that they do. I know every little mannerism that they have. Whenever they say any word to me, I know exactly what they're saying. Like, I just know exactly what they want. Like, it's crazy. I feel like I can read their minds. But at the same time, I go crazy a lot. And I noticed a lot of the questions were saying, like, how do you keep your life in order? How do you stay positive? How do you, like, get stuff done? And I think I might do a whole video on that. A video on just productivity, I think, maybe. And maybe I could just kind of break it up into little things depending on what you guys want to see. But they're all right there. I feel like something that I'm learning to do is to just not take everything so seriously. I think with kids especially, there are so many things that you can stress about. And obviously, there's some things that you need to worry about, like if they're sick or, I don't know, things like that. But a lot of this stuff I think is kind of common sense, and I don't know, what's in your mouth? Okay, nothing. Just your hand. Okay, just your hand. There we go. I have to show you guys them right now. They've been sitting over there. What are you guys doing over there, huh? You just hanging out? Are you just hanging out over there? What? As far as getting stuff done during the day, you have to find little moments to really utilize. So when they are playing together, which they play together so much more now, it is amazing. Like, all of a sudden, a month ago, they started playing together and, like, really liking each other, and everything changed. Like, they can entertain themselves for so much longer now. They'll all of a sudden, Andrew and I will notice, they'll, like, leave the room and they'll go into the playroom, or they'll, like, go into a corner somewhere and they'll just, like, sit there together. They'll play with little books or anything. I don't know. They just are little bees that follow each other all around, and they really do like each other a lot now, and it's so, so cute. So when they are playing together and happy and content, that is when I try to get stuff done. And then it's kind of when they are getting cranky or they're needy, that's when I'll, sit down with them, give them attention, read books to them, and just fully be with them, because I think the struggle is when you're a stay-at-home mom, and also when you work from home, you feel like you're not fully present, because when you're playing with them, you think, oh my gosh, I should be working right now. Or when you're working, you're like, I'm not with the kids. So what I have tried to do now is, when I'm working, I know they're fine, they're happy, they're playing, and that is when I can, like, really put myself into whatever I'm doing at the time. I do keep the stuff that, like, really needs my focus for when they're asleep. But the other little things I can just do here and there, that's when I do when they're awake. But when I'm playing with them, I try to fully be with them. I don't have my phone, because then I feel like it's really good quality time rather than just me being there. So we'll go outside a lot, and I'll leave my phone inside, and we will just play with chalk. We'll draw all over the ground. We'll play in our little pool. We'll play with rocks. We'll just do whatever. She's just sitting right there. Hi. What are you doing? You hiding? Okay. We won't talk to you. She gets embarrassed. So yeah, that's kind of how I've made it. It feels like it's more balanced that way, because there was definitely a time where I felt, and it still does sometimes feel super chaotic, but I think just taking a breath, taking a step back, and kind of separating them from work has helped. That's your chair, huh? That's our barn door for our bathroom. So once we do that, we're done with our bathroom finally. As far as being tired, that's why I'm doing this detox now, because I do drink a lot of coffee now. I drink a cup when I wake up, and then usually a second cup like an hour later. Sometimes I'll do an iced coffee in the afternoon. That's rare. And usually it's only when I'm filming to kind of give me like a little bit of energy boost. But honestly, I think I was more tired. Did it fall? I was definitely more tired in the first year. And I truly think the reason for that is because I didn't really work out. Ever since I started to work out more, I'm not as tired. I have way more energy. I feel like I'm more positive now and more productive. So if you guys haven't really started working out consistently yet, seriously try it because it made all the difference for me. Yes, I did it because I wanted to get back in shape. I just didn't realize all the other things that I would gain from it. I did a whole video on my postpartum fitness journey, diet and everything, so I will link that down below for you guys. But somebody said, are there any tips you'd give yourself as a mom now, or what you would do differently if you could turn back time? I would tell myself to start working out earlier. I was but I didn't know, I didn't know what was right for my body. I didn't know if I would hurt myself or whatever because I felt like I needed to fully recover. But I think after 6 months, I could have started working out more. I just made a million excuses, and one of my excuses was I had too much work to do. But when I work out now, I get way more done. It's just crazy how that works because you feel accomplished, you feel more motivated, and you just feel like ready to go when you work out in the morning. So I would tell myself to try harder and get out of the house, run with the girls, or just do something to get my body moving. But I always say this for people with twins is to just go with the flow because every day is gonna be different. Every month is so different from the last month. Like, time to me is so bizarre. When I look back a month ago, just thinking back to when I filmed my last video on them, it feels like a year ago. And also just how they're developing. Every month they're like a whole new person. I get a lot of questions asking how I teach them things. So I read to them a lot, and I read to them very, very early on. So if you guys have little babies, try reading them way before you think they're even listening to you. It's so crazy because I'll be reading them things and there are certain words that they don't even know at all. And then a month later, they'll say that word, and I hadn't said it in a while. So they're learning all this information. They're a sponge. So they're soaking up all this information that you're giving to them. And then all of a sudden, they're able to comprehend it and say it to you. So I think just trying to teach them words and do things with them that are beyond what you think they know, because they always impress me. They always surprise me, the things that they'll pick up a day later. So we just started trying to learn shapes. And just easy. It's not like I stress about it. I'm not like, okay, curriculum today is this. It's nothing intense over here. We're literally outside with chalk and I'm just drawing shapes and I just repeat everything a million times. I'm talking to them all day long, repeating myself a million times. So I just started giving them paper. They have just been sitting there. I should just hold this right here so you guys can see them the whole time. It's really funny. I just take out paper and I draw shapes. So I'll draw a heart, a circle, oval, diamond, triangle, and I just point to them, repeat what it is, and now they can do it. So I think just trying things that maybe you don't think they know. Who's here? The mailman? I think the mailman's here. They have been sitting there this whole time I've been talking. So I'll just start counting sometimes, whenever we're doing something and I'm giving them a snack, I'll go 1, 2, 3. Kyla! Mailman. And I truly didn't think that they would even know what numbers are, but they do, and they start counting. And so now whenever they're holding 2 of something, they'll go 2. Or if they have 1 of something, they'll ask for 2, or they'll say 3. So they amaze me all the time, the things that they can learn. And Violet loves to color right now. He loves to draw. Look at this hair. We need to put something in your hair. Their hair is crazy right now. Somebody asked if I ever leave them with anybody other than family members. And not really. We actually, usually it's my parents or Andrew's parents babysitting. We just started taking them to church and going to the nursery. Taking them to the nursery. Don't touch that, please. Don't touch it. Don't touch. Come here. Come here. No, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. And they don't like it at all. Usually June lasts a little bit of time, but Violet, she's very, very clingy to me right now, like serious mama's girl, and June is actually more of like a daddy's girl. But especially last month, Violet went through this stage where I had to hold her like all the time. She would just freak out if I would leave. I'd have to sneak out of the house. But again, they just change so quickly. So like that just happened randomly, and now it's kind of slowly dying off. What is she doing? What are you doing? She can do that. She can lay on her tummy. Come sit over here. No, you don't want to sit over here? They say no to everything now. I'll say, do you want to do this? No. Do you want to do this? No. Okay. My next question was, her husband just went back to work and she's wondering if she can handle it by herself. How did I do it with help and whatnot? So I had my mom and Andrew's mom came over a lot in the very beginning. And then when they got, I'm trying to think how old they were. They came over for a few months. And then it kind of got to the point where they were getting easier. I could deal with them myself. And I was just like, you know what? I kind of got this now. So they would come over for like a couple hours here and there during the week. And it would just help me get work done usually. Or sometimes I would just play with them while they were here. So it wasn't like both of them were competing for my attention. That's definitely something that is always a struggle, is them competing for my attention. So I'm trying to take them every now and then by themselves places so they get just that undivided attention. But it's weird taking them somewhere alone. Like, first of all, it's pretty awesome. But I don't do it very often because to me, they're just like a pair, and I feel so strange taking one. But I know it's good for them, and I just did a blog post talking about, hey, don't color that on there. Only on the paper. No. Only on the paper. Just talking about my thoughts on, giving them individual attention. Whoa! So whoever asked this question, you'll be fine. You'll get through it. It's definitely going to be, there are going to be rough days, but just know that every day is a new day, and just, try to have a sense of humor. But a tip I would have is to create some type of schedule for yourself, because if you don't, it's going to feel so hectic and you're going to feel like nothing got accomplished during the day. So when I tried to get a routine going, that's when everything felt so much more organized and just better. So now in the morning, I just relax and drink my coffee while the girls play. I try to make a to-do list. Sometimes I'll do a few emails, but for the most part, it's just kind of like my quiet time. And then after I give them breakfast, that's when they love playing together after they eat. That's when they're the best. Now that they only take one nap a day, they usually sleep 3 hours. Sometimes it's 2.5, sometimes it's 4 hours. It just totally depends. Usually they both sleep within 30 minutes of each other. They usually wake up at the same time. So those hours are definitely my time to get a lot of work done. That's usually when I film, when I edit, when I get back to emails, when I do business stuff that I have to really get done, that I don't want to be distracted by them. What? Are you being dramatic? But when they did take 2 naps a day or 3 naps a day even, just scheduling things that you want to do in between, I think really helps. And making a to-do list is so important to me. If I don't make a to-do list, I feel like I do absolutely nothing. So I have to make a to-do list, and just make like 3 things on your list. It doesn't have to be humongous, but just getting those 3 things done is going to make you feel a lot better at the end of the day. And also, another thing that I try to do now is make my to-do list for the next day the night before, so that you get all of your thoughts down on paper before you go to bed. So you're just like, sometimes my mind's racing about everything I need to get done. So that way, I feel like I can wake up and I'm just ready to go. Tips for leaving the house, running errands. Don't try to fit too much into a trip. I usually go to 1 or 2 places. Ideally, they're in the same parking lot, because then you can put them in the car seat or in the stroller and then do all of your stuff in one spot. because putting them back in the car seat and then back in the stroller, putting the stroller together, it's such a pain. So usually we'll like go to the post office, which I actually have to do later on. But most of the time when we're grocery shopping, Andrew and I do that together or alone. Like I'll go by myself once they go to sleep, because it's just easier that way. I feel like it's more efficient. I do like to save my errands for after they wake up from their nap, because the mornings are when I like to get stuff done. Like that's this time to just be at home, to get my work done, and then after they wake up from their nap, it's kind of like do whatever. So that's when we'll leave the house. That's when I'll clean. That's when I do kind of like the stuff that doesn't take much energy, because by that time I'm a lot more tired. A couple more questions about how to stay relaxed with twins, and I noticed they're from people who are pregnant with twins. So I was totally nervous when I was pregnant. I didn't know what to expect, but you'll see when you have them that there's no other option to be relaxed when you have, like you have to just let things go. And I think that is just something that happens when you have two at one time. There's seriously no time to worry about things. Like it's just survival mode. You just have to do what you have to do. You have to feed them. You have to nurse them if you're nursing. Like it's just, oh my gosh, Violet, what are you doing? You going on the bed? Okay. Okay, you can't take the crayons on the bed. You gotta leave the crayons on the ground. Okay? You can color down here, but not on the bed. You can't color on the bed. It'll get dirty. Okay? Yeah, it'll get dirty. Whoa! Good landing. And then also on the nursing topic, I nursed for 6 months, 4 months exclusively, and then at around 4 months I had to start adding in formula because the girls weren't gaining any weight. So once I started supplementing, they actually were way better babies. They were so fussy the first 4 months. Like I just couldn't believe how much crying they would do all the time. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, were they not getting enough food? Because I felt like once I started supplementing, they were a lot better. But it definitely was the thing where I was like, I have to be able to do this. I need to be able to nurse more. And I couldn't keep up with it. And it was super sad. Like sometimes I'd be nursing one on one side and she'd want to go to the next side, and I'd be like, I have to save that side for your sister, because, and I know they say the more you nurse, the more milk you have, but I felt like there was never enough milk. Like I felt like I was always running dry. And it got to a point where I'm like, look, I gotta just swallow my pride and start giving them some more food some other way, because I knew they needed to start gaining more weight. But it definitely was hard nursing both of them. I felt like I was always nursing, and I was pumping towards the end of my nursing days, and it was a little bit, but honestly like not much came out. And everybody says once you stop nursing it hurts so bad, and I had none of that because there was literally nothing left, like nothing left. So if I were to give myself any advice looking back, I would say pump earlier. Because in the very beginning, I had so much milk. I was like, this is awesome. I'm never gonna run out of milk. What are people talking about? And then all of a sudden I'm like, what the heck, where'd the milk go? So I wish, hi honey, I wish I would have pumped when I had so much milk, because then I could have stockpiled it. So it's like, oh man, what a waste. But, hi sweetie pie. Do you guys know who this is? Can you say what your name is? What's your name?
Mima.
What?
June.
You're not June, you're Violet.
June.
No, you're Violet.
June. June.
So June always calls Violet June, and Violet calls herself June. Huh. But then June calls herself Juju. Like, I just think Violet's harder to say, so they don't say it. What are you doing, silly? Baby, you are Violet. Say Vivi.
Vivi.
You're Vivi.
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 June.
Yeah, that's June over there. June's your sister. Yeah, do you want to go see her? Go see her. Say hi. She's giving her a kiss. Kissy. The next next question is, when are we ready for another baby? Not yet. We kind of want them like 3 years apart, so your hair. What? Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree. So I don't know. We're kind of waiting until the summer's over, maybe like around winter time. We'll start figuring that out. But yeah, we kind of want them like over 2.5 years apart, between 2.5 years to like 3 years, somewhere around there. But the other thing is, I think that, okay, no. But I do think, because we want 4 now, because I don't want the third to feel left out from them since they're twins, you know? So, and also timeline wise, now that I had 2 at one time, I feel like I can have a 4th, because I always wanted 3 kids. So it'd still be 3 pregnancies, even though being pregnant with them was awful. Unless I have twins again, and that would change everything. So I don't know, we'll see. But I do think that the 3rd and 4th baby, I could have them closer in age, since it would just be a singleton pregnancy, not a twin pregnancy. Somebody asked what I would think if I did have twins again. Honestly, at first I was like, oh my gosh, that would not be good. Hey, you singing? What? You stuff? Crayons are going away. Let's put them away. If they were 2 girls again, I'd be like, oh my gosh. Whoa. We'd be a family of all girls. Oh, if it was boys, it'd be kind of nice to just knock that out of the park. But what do you think? Do you want twin siblings? Huh? Would that be crazy?
Crazy.
Crazy. You guys are getting heavy. Here we go. Okay. Woohoo! Surfing. Give her one. Oh, don't push her, Junie. She wants to give you a hug. With her really, dirty hair. Give her a hug. She fell. Give her a hug. She's giving you a hug. Oh, don't push, June.
How's the swing? Pretty good.
Come on, kitty.
Kitty.
What are you doing?
You need to get down, baby. It's not safe. Let me get you. Yes. Oh! Whoa! There goes Phoebe on the loose. Hey!
Mickey.
Are you eating little Mickeys?